Hello everyone. So the item that you're looking at today is my YSL camera bag, my Saint Laurent camera bag, and it's in the color black with the black hardware. By the time you see this video, I would have owned this bag for approximately 5 months already. I never did an unboxing for it, but it was purchased direct from Saks. Normally my channel is all about buying pre-loved and getting the best savings that you can on luxury items. But in this instance, I went ahead and bought it new because the price that it was going for on the secondhand market was higher than the sales price that I got at Saks. Was, if you can see it there, $900 for this one, and then with a little bit of tax it came to like $930, $940, somewhere in that range. So definitely look to get this bag on sale. I think it even goes down lower than that. The reason that I decided to buy it at the $900 price was because of the black hardware. Most of the other ones are more readily available. It was a little bit more difficult to find the one with the black hardware. I have been very, very happy with my choice so far. I think the black hardware was an amazing decision for me to make because I can wear the bag anywhere. It doesn't really get a lot of attention. You really can't even see that black hardware. Even when you're up against the bag, you really can't make out what it is. So if you want to own something from YSL that's completely understated and doesn't get a lot of attention, this would be a good choice to go with the black hardware. I've been very, very fit. The bag itself, I would say overall, was a good purchase. There's a few things that I've noticed having used it that I would change that aren't the best, but overall I think it's a good bag for the money, and I would probably recommend it for most people. It's done in a matelasse chevron stitch, and it's a calf skin material. When I first got the bag, it felt very hard, very structured. It still feels very hard, but it has softened with use, which I was hoping it would. I didn't initially like the feel of it. It felt very hard, but it has softened. I've noticed that with time and usage, it's gotten a little bit better. But if you're used to a very soft, like lambskin Chanel, this is gonna feel pretty hard. It's calfskin, so it's much harder wearing. The zipper is not the smoothest. It's a little bit rough. You can definitely hear it. And it takes a little bit of force to get it open and closed. I've got it fully stuffed right now so that I can show you what I was carrying today and pretty much what I've been carrying with me, kind of what it can accommodate. I've got no wear on it or anything yet. And like I said, I've had it for several months now. And I've been using it pretty much as a daily bag. I find that for work, it's also a good choice because the girls at work, I'm in a professional environment, but I still don't like to be coming in there with all these fancy bags all the time. And this one doesn't get a lot of attention. Some of the drawbacks that I've noticed, number one is the tassel. The tassel, if you put it in the correct placement, which is, according to the photos, supposed to be down here on the side of the strap, it hangs extremely low. And I think you'll see that in the mod shots. It's just way, way, way too long, just ridiculously long. You can take it off, of course. If you leave it just hanging on the strap, it'll float from side to side and all that sort of thing, so you can position it on either side. But I just find it way too long, and I'm 5'10", and it hangs really low. So what I did was put the tassel up higher. I just kind of put it into position inside the belt here so that it would sit a little bit higher up on the bag, and then that way it's not dangling down as far. So that's been my choice on how to correct that. The other thing that I've noticed with this particular bag is that when you are wearing it, let me see if I can bring it this way. You have the tab right here to pull the zipper on this side, and then you have the strap which starts right here. So these two pieces. And they sit against each other when you put the bag up and carry it either on your shoulder or crossbody. So the zipper can't really go all the way down, if that makes sense. It's always going to bump against this strap right here. It's a little bit of an annoyance because this tab is going to get a lot of wear. You can see right here, if I was to pull the bag up, it completely knocks against this tab right here. So you've got this metal piece constantly pressing against the leather. And it doesn't matter how you turn it, it'll do it on either side. The only way it won't do it is if you put the strap like that, but that's not really a reasonable option for most people. So whether you're wearing it as a crossbody or whether you wear it on the shoulder, it's always hitting this side portion of the bag. And so you can never get the zipper fully down. I guess if you left the zipper a little higher up, it wouldn't do it. So that is an option, put the zipper a little higher. But that's just a small annoyance with an otherwise pretty good bag. Let me do the measurements for you. The strap goes down to a maximum of 24.5, and it has 7 adjustments. So it's a very long strap, perfect for someone if they are tall like I am. And you can adjust it much shorter as well. So I get a bottom length of a little over 8.5, and it's pretty much in a square shape. So you're pretty much going to get even dimensions going around for the most part. Well, it's actually a 6 in height, so a little bit coming up shorter on the height. And then the depth of the bag is about 2.5. So it's a fairly generous bag. It's still going to be in the small range. Let me open it up and show you what I've been carrying. It does, I would say, run to the small side. I kind of feel like it's a struggle to get items in and out quickly and efficiently. But I was at the optometrist today, so I had a pair of eyeglasses with me in a pretty thick case. So eyeglasses went in there, but I had to tilt them down a bit, as you can see, and then they created like a little bump in the zipper area. But they did go in, and if I didn't have as much stuff inside the bag, they would probably fit a little bit nicer along the top. But sunglasses and or eyeglasses will definitely go in this bag. I have a little makeup case right here. It's a softer, pliable type of makeup case. I think you're better off using something like this in this bag. Something structured probably won't work. I have a compact flap wallet in there. I have my keys, which floated to the bottom. Makes it a little difficult to get them out. I have a 6-inch phone that's at the bottom there. And then it's just an open compartment there, as you can see, with a matching lining. And then in the back pocket, I just have like gum and candies. So I'm making use of that back pocket, and you can see how it's stretched out already just within a few months. In the back pocket there, let's see what it says. It's upside down, but it says made in Italy. So that's it. It's a pretty basic camera bag. I guess, you know, if you are not wanting to spend the kind of money that Chanel and LV want for their items, this is a good choice. It will soften with time, so if you're one of those people that gets it initially and feels like it's maybe too hard, too structured, you don't like the feel, give it a little bit of time. I originally bought it in the red, the dark red, and I forget what the exact name of that dark red is called. But I returned it because it was too hard. I thought, oh, I don't like the feel of this bag. But then I bought it in this color combination, and it's worked out much nicer because it has softened over the months of use. So consistent use will soften the bag, so don't let that be a deterrent if you get it and don't like the initial feel of it. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I appreciate it, and have a good day. Bye-bye.